All right, so we are going to be making a foosball handle this morning. So the first step that we're going to do is we're going to hide the top and right view, and we're going to be working in this front view here. So looking at Okay, so sorry about the technical difficulties there. I had to mute the other web page. So anyway, we're going to be working in the front view here, and I'm going to start a sketch. I'm going to select the front view, and I'm going to grab our polygon tool here and put it on the origin. So we'll go something like that. Make sure we got 6 sides, and we are good to go. I'm going to dimension this to be 1.5 inches. And that's going to wrap up that. Now, looking at the shape of some foosball handles, we're trying to kind of go for this right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to use lofts to do this. So first off, I need to extrude this shape. We're going to go out to 4 inches, and we're going to hit OK. Then we're going to come over here to the plane. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow us to create a sketch plane away from a face that we've selected. So we're going to select this face right here. We're going to do a distance of 1 inch. That seems good to me. And we can come and do a sketch. We're going to select plane 1. You can see it highlights there. And we're going to do a circle. Do it like that. And let's come in and let's dimension that circle to be 1 inch. And now that we have this circle here, we can finish this sketch and we can use the loft command here. So we'll select this face and this sketch, and it will loft and create that geometry for us. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to repeat those steps. I'm going to create another plane off of this face, and we're going to do another inch again. And I'm going to create a sketch on that plane. Now, for that plane, I'm going to go back and we're going to do our polygon tool. We're going to do a hex. We'll get it kind of close there. And then we'll come in and dimension the circle. We'll make it 1.5. All right. And we're also going to put a circle that is 0.75 in diameter. And we'll get to Y in a minute. Okay. Actually, you know what? We are going to delete this circle. We're going to save that for later. So now we're going to loft. We're going to loft from there to there. Let's get rid of that vertex. And there we go. Now we can kind of start to see the shape there, right? When we're comparing, it's kind of starting to look like that. You need to do a few more operations. So now we're going to select the extrude tool, and we're going to select this face, and we're going to extend that by 0.125. Actually, you know what? Let's do 0.25. There we go. Now we're going to come over and use our fillet command, and we're going to go on here, all the way around. And we're also going to go on the back side here. And we're going to make this 0.125. All right, so we're almost done with our handle here. Now we just need to draw a circle on the face here. And the reason why we're drawing a circle is because we need to have a hole for this to go on the rod for the foosball table. So that rod is going to be 3/4 of an inch. So we'll type in 0.75. Hit OK. And we can now extrude. We're going to remove, and we're going to go 5.5. And that's going to leave just a little bit of plastic at the end. See right here on the top, about a 1/2 inch worth. So now the last thing that we need to do to finalize this foosball handle is we need to add a set screw. So I selected this top face here, and we're going to follow on center. We're going to go like that. We just have to dimension this hole to be 0.25 because we're going to use a 1/4-20 screw. And now we just have to select this and extrude it. We're going to remove, and we're only going to go 0.5. We only want the hole to be through one side here. And it looks like I actually have that hole just a little bit too far back. So I'm going to move this in my sketch. We're going to go back and re-edit that. There we go. And lastly, we're just going to add a 0.05 fillet. And that way, when we go to put our heat insert into here, it's just a little bit easier. And there we go. We have a handle. Now I'm going to show another way that we could make a handle. I'm going to hide part 1 there. We're going to go in our top view. And I'm going to create a sketch in the top plane. I'm going to come down and use a center rectangle tool and do, we'll dimension the geometry in a second. I'm going to put a line down the middle. I'm going to take this line and delete it, and then do a line that goes about 3/4 of the way. And then I'm going to come in and use a 3-point arc and go like that. All right. So we can start to dimension this, and actually just to avoid, I'm going to have to redo this arc again, so we might as well just do this now. We're going to make this 1.5. We're going to make this 6. We're going to make this 4. Then I'm going to come here and do with my 3-point arc. Do it like that. That looks visually good. And then I'm going to come up here, draw these. I'm also going to draw a line coming vertically. I'm going to make that a construction line. Make that vertical. All right, so now we just need to dimension this. We'll make this 0.25. And we'll come in and grab the trim tool and clean that up there. All right, so now we're pretty much done with this. We're going to finish our sketch and we're going to revolve this. We're going to revolve that geometry. And then the axis is going to be this little line that we selected here. So now you can see that we have a nice cylindrical shape. We'll finish that. And then we'll come back. Let me turn off this plane. One, plane two. And I'm going to do a sketch on the back side of this revolved face. I'm going to do my polygon tool. 6 sides go out to there. And then I'm going to use my extrude tool, and we're going to extrude and remove. And as we slide that down, you can see we get the looks of a handle. So just like before, we have to put a fillet on the edge here. We have to put a hole through it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, and then we'll sketch on the face here. And we're going to put our hole. Oops, that is not on center. And that hole, again, is going to be 0.75 inches. Oops, I selected the radius there, so let's just cut that in half. A cool thing with Onshape is, let's just say I did 0.75 divided by 2. It will do the math for me, so it does math functions. So now that we have that, we're going to select the circle, remove, we're going to go 5.5. All right, and we're almost done. Okay, now we just need to dimension this circle at 0.25. And now we can just extrude it, remove 0.5. And just add that little fillet at the end of 0.05. And we are done. So now we have 2 different handles that we can look at with 2 different methods of making them.